What's cracking, everyone? This is SchmuckuloN back for another video. Now, I saw this video in my emails this morning. Well, actually, this whole article, because I get articles from Rebel Media. Now, I'm 50-50 when it comes to Rebel Media. Yes, they are they're a very honest news source. However, they have got a bit of a checkered past when it comes to the likes of donations and their high reporter turnover. They seem to go through a lot of reporters, and it's not met without any controversy. So they do have a little bit of a reputation. However, I will support them when they need to, and I will watch them because they deserve to be watched. Now, I'm not a big fan of censorship. I despise censoring, individuals. That everyone's entitled to free speech on any platform, and the internet is meant to be a bastion of freedom. And the internet is meant to be a platform for freedom. Now, according to the Silicon Valley schlubs, like mainly Facebook, Google, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram and Snapchat, and all of the big tech giants, the social media schlubs, the main big tech social media titans that you would want to call them. I won't call them titans because they're slowly nailing more nails into their coffin lids day by day. Every time I hear about it, it's like, fuck's sakes. The more the argument for alternative platforms is starting to climb up further and further. Now, for those who do not know, Rebel Media got suspended off YouTube. I think it was yesterday. But I'm not going to wreck some of the video. We're only going to watch probably about a couple of minutes of the video because this whole video is an hour long, and I don't have the time to go through an entire hour long video. If we went through this whole entire hour long video, it would be just massive. This video would be very big. It'll take forever to edit, and I don't really want to waste my time for like 3 straight hours doing dissecting an hour long video. But we're gonna go through this article anyway, and we're going to watch a couple of minutes of this video just to get the cuspith of the video, just to get the whole idea of the video, just to create some sort of dialogue around it. So let's watch this video and let's go through it and let's dissect it down just to illustrate some sort of a point. God damn, that fucking title is loud. Hey, who edited this video?
Everybody, Ezra Levant here.
Ezra, your microphone's a little bit low and your title was a little bit loud. I think you need to work on your audio skills there, bro. I think whoever does your audio and editing, they should have lined it up a little bit more easier and lined it up a lot more nicer for you. But anyway, carry on.
Thanks for joining us today. We are live streaming for the first time ever, not on YouTube. And I say that with a heavy heart, but last night we received an email from YouTube saying we're suspended.
Now, I wanted to find out why they were suspended because, YouTube has got a tenacious history of suspending those for wrong things. They have a tenacity for suspending those who contradict the far left narrative, who question the dogma, if you want to call it that. So we're going to find out what they were suspended for. This is pretty bad, actually. Let's continue.
No live streams, no new uploads for a week.
That's pretty bad, actually. I mean, no uploading, no live streams, nothing. Yeah. Why though? Why did you get suspended?
And if we don't behave ourselves, we'll get another strike, suspend us for longer, and then they'll just delete our account.
This has actually happened to me as well, not on YouTube, but on Facebook. And, this has happened to me just recently, about a couple of weeks ago, in fact. I think I mentioned it in one of my other posts. And, this is actually pretty bad. They can suspend you for basically things from months ago, and that's pretty fucking bad. I got suspended for a post that I made about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez I think it was sometime last year. I think it was earlier this year or last year, when I compared her to Adolf Hitler, because she mentioned in her tweet that she wants to round up all Trump supporters and throw them in camps. And I was rightfully so in saying what I needed to say. And they started the suspension just for that. And then they upped it even further, all because of a debate that I had with a far leftist who was pro Jacinda, and I got the last laugh in, and they upped it to that. And then after that, I get 30-day banned, and then they went for the full jugular and suspended my personal Facebook page till and pending a review, or because I commented on Cardi B's abominable fucking Grammy performance, and that was when I posted it up on the Diabola Speaks Facebook page then. And now I can't do shit. it's fucking inconceivable. It's pretty fucking bad when you come to think about it. Facebook, social media are fucking terrible, man. They ban you for the most old shit ever. Fucking ridiculous.
Incredibly, they say a video that we made in January.
Yep, I got met with the same fate as well. I think it wasn't back in January. I think it was a bit earlier. It was a bit earlier than January. I think it was last year I made that post. I can't remember. But they banned me because I had a photo up of her and Adolf compared to Adolf Hitler. And they banned me for the Adolf Hitler photo. Oh, fucking I feel your dread there, Ezra. I feel your fucking dread, man.
Breaks the rules, and they just discovered this last night, apparently. And you're not going to believe this. The name of the video that they say violates the rules and for which they are suspending us for a week, you're not going to believe this. The video is, "If big tech can silence Trump, they can silence anyone."
Yes, they can. They have. They silence Trump, and they can silence anybody. It doesn't matter how many views you get. You can get no views on your video, and they can just silence you just like that. And that's pretty fucking bad. During that whole thing with Trump, it was pretty fucking shit. He said something that represented peace, and the mainstream media said, "Oh, he's inciting violence," blah 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 blah, but he wasn't. And big tech believed the media, and he got dehuman. He got yeeted off all the platforms. He got yeeted off YouTube. He got yeeted off Twitter. He got yeeted off. I think he got yeeted off Facebook, and I think he got taken off of Instagram as well. I'm not sure if he was on Instagram, but either way, he got the Alex Jones treatment. And they've done it to Alex Jones. They've done it to Tommy Robinson. I think they've I think Facebook's done it to Ava Yemeni. They do it to anybody that questions the far left narrative. That's big tech, and this is given the argument for the alt tech platforms such a compelling one. And this gives the argument more validity for alt tech. This is why the alt tech platforms are winning, is because the far left leaning big tech platforms are yeeting people that question the narrative, and we've seen it, and it's continually happening. I mean, I think Twitter back after the election, they just went on a massive yeet spree. It was fucking bad, and it's still, I think it's still happening. Yeah, it's still sort of happening. Fucking the big tech platforms are fucking terrible, fucking evil.
That's like one of those Escher drawings where the one hand is drawing the other hand drawing the other hand. Orwell wouldn't have thought that one out.
I think George Orwell would be rolling in his fucking grave if he was still alive to see this shit happen to this day. This makes 1984 look like a fucking real life story. It does indeed. I mean, fucking hell, the far left are that Orwellian, it's fucking terrible. I mean, this is the sort of thing that you would see in fucking China. This is the sort of thing that you would see in fucking North Korea or in Venezuela or in Syria, for that fucking matter. This is the sort of thing that shouldn't happen in the West, because the West has embraced freedom. The West has embraced freedom. I mean, this is even the sort of thing that you would see in the Soviet fucking Union. This is fucking terrible. What the fuck?
We have been suspended. No live streams, no uploads on YouTube, where we have 1.45 million subscribers, because in January we published a video called "If Big Tech Can Silence Trump, They Can Silence Anyone." Now, that was actually my video. It was an excerpt from my evening show called The Ezra Levant Show. And in it, I didn't take a side for or against Trump. Everyone knows I'm sympathetic to Trump. But I talked about how Mark Zuckerberg had just deleted Trump's videos.
Mark Zuckerberg has turned Facebook from a platform turned the platform upside down pretty much within a very short period of time. That platform has been going to hell for fucking ages, and as far as I'm concerned, fuck Facebook, fuck YouTube, fuck all the big tech platforms. You know, the argument for alt tech is alive and strong, and this also validates the opinion even further. This validates the argument way further, and this is the reason why big tech platforms are slowly dying, because the alt tech platforms are pretty much killing them. They're pretty much killing them, and for good reason too. It's because the big tech platforms in Silicon Valley are censorious as fuck. I've experienced it on multiple occasions. I fucking hell, man. I think I've racked up more than like 300 fucking 30-day bans at one point. I've racked up so many 30-day bans. I'm actually surprised I haven't done a tally just as of yet. I have to fucking count how many 30-day bans have I done. Holy fuck. You'd be very surprised. I think at one point it was like every fucking month it was happening. It was every month that it was happening for a while. And it got to the stage where it was like, you know what? This is fucking stupid. Big tech shouldn't be fucking censoring people. Big tech should not be censoring people at all. And it's pretty fucking damning. That's the sort of thing that you would see in China. What the fuck?
Criticized Trump's videos, but then deleted them so no one on Facebook could see them for themselves. And I thought that was very spooky, because the only information that Facebook and Instagram allowed you to have about this video was what Zuckerberg told you about the video. You couldn't see it for yourself. And same on Instagram, So I showed a 1-minute clip of the video to show what was banned. And it was just Donald Trump saying to his folks, go home, we love you. This was on the day of the Capitol Hill protest. This was his calm down video.
Yeah, he got yeeted for that. He got yeeted for that purpose alone. He got yeeted for telling the protesters to calm down and go home. That's what was pretty bad. The funny thing is that the far left fucking spin doctors in the media turned around and said, "Oh no, he's inciting violence." How is telling fucking people to calm the fuck down to how is that even inciting violence? It wasn't. But no, nah. Media yeet, or because he advocated for peace. I think my video is going to get taken down. Oh fuck.
And I said that video, you can agree with it or disagree with it, but you can't see it if you're on Facebook or Instagram. And then I mentioned that we ourselves had received a letter from YouTube saying we could not endorse the theory of widespread fraud in the U.S. election. Now, by the way,
that's YouTube. They couldn't even they couldn't even fucking discern any information of anything. YouTube is run by fucking monkeys. They are run by complete fucking imbeciles. You know, a lot of them are gender studies graduates that decided to graduate with the most useless fucking degree out there. And YouTube went, okay, yep, yoink, you guys can fucking work for us. You can moderate through us, and yeah, you can censor anything that doesn't fit your narrative because we're lefties and we can do that, and blah 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 blah. It's within the Constitution. However, I find it funny that how this was even allowable. That was even allowable to begin with, because censoring information does fall against the American Constitution, but they don't care about the Constitution, do they? They don't give a fuck. The Constitution doesn't apply to them because it's the internet, and the law and the internet don't really apply together, do they? And I've seen it firsthand, and I've experienced it firsthand. Jesus Christ.
Hey, I agree with Joel Pollack, the Breitbart author. The U.S. election was not won by fraud.
Actually, it was, but the evidence got fucking buried by the mainstream media. It got buried. And the alternative media platforms, including Rebel Media, were silenced because of it. And including Breitbart, yeah, they definitely bent the knee of censorship, because when the evidence was piling up, big tech censored it, and you should know this as well because you reported it too, Ezra.
It was won because in the months leading up to the election, Democrats changed the rules. They used the pandemic as the excuse.
Every far left fucking government used the pandemic as an excuse to win. Jacinda Ardern did the same fucking thing during the election. I read the fucking manifesto and it was all about COVID. COVID, we're going to do something good about COVID-19. Blah, 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 blah. Everyone was like, yeah, COVID-19, we'll support you because of COVID-19. But that's how she won. That's how she won, because the argument for COVID-19 was so fucking compelling, and it resonated with the Democratic audience and with the far left audience. That's the thing. They use COVID as an excuse, as a massive virtue signal to sway the elections, and that's what Biden did. That's what Jacinda Ardern did. It was a manipulative tactic. And what have they done for COVID? They've done fuck all with COVID. They trusted a dinky pharmaceutical company hell bent on making a cock throbber pill and yet people are dying. Okay, sure. Yeah, COVID-19. Yeah, I should run for an election and just for the lols, and use COVID-19 and see if I can win. Fucking who would vote for me though? Fuck.
To allow massive mail-in voting, which allows...
Yeah, the mail-in voting system was pretty fucked in America. It was very abused. That was Biden's Trump card. Trump card.
Ballot harvesting, which reduced...
Not to mention using dead people for swaying the election, for voting for him. Yeah, remember that? Remember that?
Scrutiny of who the voters were. They relaxed.
And also having a massive voting company that was funded by Soros, and also funded by it was corporate funded too. So yeah, the election was definitely robbed.
The standards for signatures, matching. In fact, Joel published an entire book about this.
Well, anyway, I'm gonna edit there on that video. But yeah, the argument for big tech is actually pretty compelling, and the argument. I mean, I should say not the argument for big tech. Sorry, the argument for alt tech is pretty compelling. The argument against big tech is starting to sway towards alt tech. It's starting to sway in favor of alt tech, I should say. And the argument for alt tech is a very valid argument now, and it's getting to the point now where enough is enough with Facebook. It's getting to the stage where Facebook now have really, really sunk into the bottom of the barrel, and they're still continuing on. I'm not sure if this channel will survive, but if it does, let me know. If it doesn't, well, I'll just go to the other alternative platforms. What can be done? Big tech hates free speech. Big tech hates proper information. They hate the facts. And it's basically it's like you're in China, but on the internet. Anyway, fuck these schmucks. Big tech, you're schmucks. You're absolute fucking schmucks. Fuck them.